Right, gents, we are live. Everybody sitting here with us. Hey, Scotsman, I dragged you in here. If you don't want to be in here, you can leave again, but I just thought I'd drag you in here. Okay, so, like I was saying to Patty earlier, I didn't really want to, but I had to. I had to actually buy the little Bumblebee, this 600. When I saw how nice it looked in the Skymatix colors, I didn't really have a chance, to say no. I had to invest in it. So, let us get some of this stuff going. Yeah, do I have IVAO started? No, I don't.
Very pretty little plane.
Yeah, it looks nice. Oh, there goes the UPS warnings again. Just when I wanted to get up. If it goes off again, I'm going to have to shut my fan off. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem. No, with 80, it's very warm here. Right, I'm just quickly... hang on, it's going... Okay, I'm back. This UPS started screaming at me. Right, let's quickly do the IVAO thing. Oh, man, hold on.
Wings actually a lot longer than the fuselage, didn't they?
Yeah.
That wee plane, that's so cool.
It's like it. Right, it wants us to climb to 370. That's going to be fun. Ah.
That wee plane sure can go high.
Yeah, any of these planes can go high. If you don't overload them, they can climb quite a bit. I think this one has got probably a better power to weight ratio, so we'll have to see. Let's connect. Right, so there we have IVAO online. Where is it? Akan, where are you, sir?
Entering the runway.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There is Hakan. Hello, Rob. Hello,
What's
other
up?
Rob. Hello, Jana. All good. Hello, Paul. Hello, Patty. No, man. No. You guys got it all wrong. This is the Bumblebee. The 700 is the pocket rocket. But that's just me. That's just how I see them. Hello, Krister. Krister,
Good afternoon.
Hello. I might have another job for you, Krister. I'm not sure whether it's my system again, the AMD thing, or whether it's just Explain 12. I wanted to do this flight in Explain 12 with the latest release, but my Los Angeles is bringing my FPS down to 20. I can't use it in 12. It's crazy, and it's not even add-on scenery. It's just the default. So if one day, if you've got nothing to do, man, Los Angeles, I think, is waiting for your magic touch. Right. Okay. So Hakan has left us behind. For the guys flying the Skymatix VA, guys, I'm not going to fix the 600 up as an option to choose in the VA at this time. I'll rather put my effort into the new VA website. So in that one, we will have a separate PMDG 600, but for now, just use the level up 600. I mean, it can't be that bad differently, I mean, it's supposed to be very similar, so we'll have to look. Yeah, Christer, no pressure, buddy. I'm just asking in a favor, basically. If you ever have nothing to do, that's a good project because damn it, the FPS is bad. So either it's the scenery where you come in, or it is this update that we just got for X-Plane. You know, I had high hopes. Some of the guys here are saying, Dominic was telling us how good his FPS is now. You know, so maybe it's just that scenery. I hope we'll see.
Not noticing any difference in frame rate, but still as good, I think.
Okay. Oh, anyway, so in the 600, I thought it would be nice to have these windows at the top. When we used to having them in the 400, so why not have them in the 600? And I've made it look kind of nice and old school. And well, that's good to know, Christer. So anyway, good try. Yeah, it's more than likely. But I tell you what, it broke my speed a little bit. So I just said, stick it. I'm going to go fly 2020 now. And this is exactly where we are. And then I can at least also show you the 600 and, you know, the nice livery. So we're not complaining too much, just a little bit.
Hey, Nico.
Yes.
I've got half a memory about the differences between the 600, 700 and 800.
Mm-hmm.
The 600's got shorter different wings, is it?
Yes.
And the 700 and the 800 have got the same ones. Is that right?
It sounds half familiar. Yes, it sounds like.
Yeah. And slightly less grunt in the engines, I believe.
Not so sure about that, eh? But it's possible. It is possible. Right, okay, let's see. Hydraulics can come on. These guys can come on. We're going to climb 370. You know what I was just thinking about, Paul? These guys don't have the high altitude pressurization system. They've just got two types, the new one and the old one. But they don't have that fancy button that we have that you can press to go fly at high altitudes. I've just made myself what's the right English word now? Interested. Let's just call it interested in flying that high altitude tour again. You know that?
There were all kinds of problems without that high
Yes.
altitude mod.
Yeah.
Well, buzzers and honking and
Yes.
doors not opening and things like that.
Yeah, but we had workarounds for all of them. It was just nice to actually get the nice new proper pressurization system in the Zebo, you know. So there's that. All right, I think
Nico got a little bit happier.
Sorry, say again?
And that's how Nico got a little bit happier.
Yeah. We need to go to... Oh, I'm in the wrong flight plan. Hang on, sorry guys, give me a second. This is the right one. I forget in STKP I have to unload it and then load the new one. So we are going to land. We'll make it 2,200. Because we're going to land and then taxi uphill, it seems there. Slightly. $1,200. I know, Christer, that's why I pressed on your button so quickly. I believe it must be that scene. Yes, I heard the story. I didn't watch it, but I heard the story. Right. Oh, IRSs. I never aligned or asked for the alignment of the IRSs. Right, interesting situation on the Zibo community group, and I actually saw it in the Explain 12 group. Not sure if it was the same person or not. Guys, if you fly the Zibo, I don't know how 2020 would handle it, but if you fly the Zibo, please don't put in the reference airport and the gate number. The reference airport is your airport reference. It has got nothing to do with what you think it is. In the flight simulator, it's simulated incorrectly in Explain 12. Okay, so if you... I just want to see if I can actually see it on the chart. Maybe let's just share it if one of you see it. Basically what happens is that airport reference that you put in there is going to look at the middle point somewhere. So you're probably talking somewhere where that star might be, or there might be another point here somewhere. So basically, if your aircraft is there and the reference point for the airport is there, whether it is that or not is irrelevant. You're going to have a problem with your IRS alignment. You're going to confuse the Zibo. It doesn't want that. All you do, literally all you do is you go to page 2, grab GPSL. Where is GPSL? That one. Come back and you put it into the box. Okay, leave that open. I'm not going to fiddle with it in the PMDG. I couldn't care less. I don't use it. But in the Zibo, I saw it twice now in one day. So be careful. Don't do it. Oh, I know. Patty, are you here? Are you disconnected? Oh. Right. Okay. Let me show you what my problem is. I've noticed the following. In my previous computer, when I first installed 2020 and the PMDGs, I did not have this problem. Check this, Patty. Check this. I'm going to put it on the screen. Check what I need to do now. So either I'm doing something incorrectly or something changed between the one installation on the old computer to the new installation. Yeah, it could be Krister, because basically, sorry, now I'm talking about 10 different things at the same time. Sorry. But Krister, you're right, because there's a difference of where the aircraft thinks you are and where you are. It's going to be a problem. Rob, I'm not sure because I never use it. What you need to do is let's do this. Look at your RNP and ANP. If it's looking weirdly, that's how you're going to detect it, because this person, his was so bad it was in yellow. Okay, so if it goes out of sync there and it looks funny, you'll know that the reference point is wrong. So it is possible, but because I never use it, I wouldn't know. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I had to create a export folder, or sorry, I didn't create it. I had to go find it. It's a better way of saying it. So in the old system, I could export to a single flight plan folder and both the PMDGs would pick up on it. Okay. Now I'm willing to bet that if we now want to export the flight plans, we are going to have to make one for the 736 as well. I just don't know what the name would be, so I'm going to guess. So we go there. (736) work flight plans. See, so effectively now I have different flight plan folders. I swear mine didn't work that way. Maybe I was just special, maybe I was just lucky. But now I've got to make a separate one for each of the aircraft. Okay. Anyway, so maybe I taught somebody something somewhere and you can relate. So I hope it helps you guys. There you've seen me, I've just added the 736. So what we're going to do is we're going to export again. And close it. So we go back, KLAX. You see, now it takes it because it's gone into the correct place. Bloody computers, you know. We're going to take the fully. I did take the wind data. There's your PMDG wind uplink. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I have to make the same there. I have to do the same there. Thanks, George. So what we're going to do is we're going to go pick that one just to make it easy. Thanks, George. Right, then we're going to go to flight plans. We need to go to WX. Select the folder. Right, so now we've got all three doing the WX thing as well. So we're going to export again. And now we have that. So KLAX KLAS. I'm going to read your comments just now. I see it's flickering there on the side of my eye. Right. Yes, cool. Okay. So 2, 4, X. Execute. Left and Orca 5. What's happening here? Why can't I cancel? Sorry. I'm confused. Got the Orca 5. MISEN. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Steve. Right. So here we have ILS 26 left. ILS 26 left. That's our transition. Now, I don't know if you guys can notice this, but we've got an overlap. That from there to there is an overlap. So we're going to have to obviously look at step through and then delete that thing. So we have that one as our entry, our transition to our ILS approach, basically. What does that thing say? Something. RND or the one, is that it? Get this side. MISEN, I think, was the other one, right? It's all right. Let's step through. Let's see. Huh? Right. Okay, I see we've got vectors over there. Okay. Right, so there's now where the fun starts. Always is, Patty, that GPS left is always back. The best one. In Explain 12, unfortunately, it's not that easy. It's like just my opinion, but it doesn't look as if it's simulated correctly. It's like it's kind of off. Right, we're going to have to just backtrack quickly and then let's see where this thing changes. There we go. Problem solved. See why it's important to step through your flight plans. No, I got annoyed with Explain, Ahmed. It's not about loving. Well, I don't hate them. I mean, I could say I love them, but it's the whole point of this flight started with Explain giving me bad FPS. Then I got annoyed, and I started 2020. That's the whole story. Right. Okay, I think we were going forward. That's an Explain thing. I'm aware of that. Yeah. On the other hand, if you zoom in far enough into the Ziba, you'll also see better quality. But it's got something to do with Explain wanting to save FPS or something. I don't know. There was a big story about it at some point. So one of those things. Oh, yes. And with PMDG, we need to do it this way. So, fuel. Kind of funny, we started loading completely incorrectly. I'm so used to my sequence, I lost the plot, man. Right, so total fuel is 4.1. Right. Payload. 5. Right. Right. Okay. Reserves. Cost index, we'll keep it at 20. 0. I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's see how she climbs. Why not? .38. I don't know. Guessing. Maybe it's good enough. I hope so.
As long as it gets you there, Nico.
Yeah. And now I cannot move my view. I cannot look left and right. Oh, there it's starting again. That was strange. It just stopped. Didn't want to move. Okay, happiness is. Let's start our APU.
I'm sorry, Nico, I wasn't paying attention there. What were the thrust options on the takeoff? Is it 24k maximum? Sorry to be annoying.
22. 18, 20, and 22.
Uh-huh.
You're not being annoying. I mean, I need some interaction, so you're it.
22,
Oh,
20
my beer in that case.
Yeah, come. All right, okay, well, we're just waiting for that one. You must remember in the PMDG, we can't call the tow truck before we set, so...
What I'm curious about is if you will feel the dead band at the takeoffs.
I don't know. Dominic, I need to really spend some time setting the sensitivities on my controls. I haven't really done it now in this new computer yet, and I have noticed that it's way oversensitive. So it's going to be a bit of a skew comparison at this point in time to think I'm going to be able to really discern much, you know?
Yeah, I'm not talking about how much you need to pull the yoke, but if you even need to go through the dead band, you will feel it, you know.
Yeah, let's have a look. We'll see.
I'm not talking, I'm not talking about the sensitivity or that. Just if it's there, the only thing I need to know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our right. Copy that. Ready for push tail right. Release brake, please.
Somebody's transmitting here on Unicom and I cannot hear a single thing he's saying. Berlioz Guy, good afternoon. Hello, welcome. I never heard this guy actually talk. He's probably waiting on me now. Oops.
Brakes released. Brakes released. Here we go.
Nothing competes the better pushback in X-Plane as I see.
Pushback
I
complete.
don't know.
Parking brake set.
I don't have GSX, so I can't say anything about that yet. And I like the better pushback version that they had in 2020, but the Phoenix doesn't like it. So, you know, what must you do?
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your
End of
left.
the
Have a good
day,
flight.
at least when I use the built-in PMDG, I can steer it with my tiller. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. I've also not received a notice of that bot that's supposed to tell everybody there's a stream. I don't know why it didn't send it out. That thing is not very reliable. Anyway, it's got weird, quirky things to it, so I do apologize. It's weird. Right, so everything here is set. Right, I just want to change that view because every time I press the button, it now goes looks there. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't care. Let's go. It looks so cute.
The wingspan to the fuselage the
Ridiculous.
comparison is kinda good.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous how large those wings are compared to the body.
Well, yeah, the ratio.
Yeah. Right, okay, so flaps done. We don't have weather radar here yet. Brake check work, takeoff config is fine. Let's see. Yeah, no problem, Tommy. I appreciate it. No problem. I look at my charts where on earth I am. I'm going to go to the wrong runway. Los Angeles traffic, Skymatix 001 lining up and take off runway 24 left.
Approaching 24 left. On runway 24 left.
Right, so this is my first flight in this aircraft. Let's go enjoy. Now you know what? My two throttles were not perfectly aligned again.
Have a next flight, Nico.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, this thing is very sensitive. Can you believe it?
Throttle down, throttle down.
I'm gonna go for it. We've got enough runway. Wait. Yeah, we can take off already. Woohoo!
Miles of runway with a wee plane.
Yeah, there's plenty of runway for this little plane.
Did you feel the deadband?
No, not really.
And there was also a 13% of aero N1 difference.
Yeah, I've noticed that. In the moment I touch my controllers, it disconnects this thing. So
But also the auto thrust was disarmed like 2 times, I think.
yeah, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, and that happens the moment it discerns that the 2 thrust levers are not 100% equal. It kicks it out.
Wow, look at it climb.
It's ridiculous, eh? Wow.
What power engines has this got, Nico?
20k, and we're doing full 20k. I think the power to weight ratio here is gonna be scary.
Yeah, and also you have a ridiculously low fuel, so
Yeah, we're very light.
Well,
it
if
will
you've
be
got
overpowered.
power to weight ratio shouldn't be that much higher because it's only 20k.
Yeah, but it's a small little lightweight little thing with very little load. So that's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, I know. It looks as if somebody squashed it.
Yeah. Okay, Scotsman, stay well. Talk later. In my haste to get away, I didn't even do the lights. See?
I am so excited, Nico. I can't land.
Why?
I am excited. I don't know.
Is your girlfriend there with you again?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking.
There's some reason why you are excited.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of homework to do, but yeah, I need to get the sensitivity sorted on all my controllers and make sure that it works better because there were a few issues, you'll see.
San Diego traffic, Delta 2246.
I wonder how many 600s there are in real life with the upper windows.
I don't know, Mac. I just did it to be funny, to be different.
Yeah.
27, San Diego traffic.
I liked them on the 400, you know, IEXG. We had them,
Yeah.
you know, so very similar idea to an aircraft, so might as well. I mean,
Also, Nico, don't forget about the gear.
thank you, Dominic.
Always.
Are you asleep, Paul?
No, Mac.
I think
Are you
I'm.
awake?
It's usually you that notices things like that.
Oh no, he's added his valet to the stream already.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. No, you didn't probably know. But I think
No.
I'm more asleep than he is right now.
No, I've been talking to John.
Have you? Okay.
Oh, Neil's left, hasn't he?
Yes.
I watched his video arriving at Paro earlier on today.
Oh yeah.
He nailed it. It was really good.
Yeah, I saw the landing. I skipped through everything because I was waiting for time to pass to start this stream. So I just went to watch his landings.
Same here. Although I couldn't help giving advice silently to the screen, you know. No, swing it wider, do a big S. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
You'll have to dive at the end. Stop it. But he did really well.
He did.
I think all that practice in bad weather has made him a really good hand flyer, to be honest.
Yeah, he is, to be honest, hands-on. He's quite good at the touch for landing and all the rest of it. He does an awful lot of flying though, doesn't he?
Seems to.
Is it only me, or does the magenta line look just so thick? Or not enough? I just don't know.
Which line?
The magenta line on the navigation display just looks like it's too small to me. I don't know why.
It's possible. That white line, your
Well, it's your track,
Yeah.
and I don't know how on the other airlines, but we always synchronize our heading to heading, not track. But I don't know, it might be company procedure or something.
That's interesting, Dom. You say that you align the heading book with your heading and not the track. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. We do it that way.
So if you're told by ATC to continue current heading, you would then have to correct for the wind, correct?
Yes, if you will think as Nico did right now, if you will do it like that, you will continue on the track 044 and heading 040 because it's already corrected of the wind. Because
exactly.
And if the ATC will tell us continue present heading, our present heading is 040, not 044, you know.
Yes.
But likewise, if air traffic control give you a heading when you're near an airport, if you've got track, then you've got to make the adjustments for the heading.
Well, you just go off the heading book, wouldn't you?
Sorry?
You just go off the heading book and ignore the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Now somebody did want. If you talk with Sasso, I think Sasso. I'm trying to remember. There's something about the difference between track and heading, especially when you're coming into land, isn't there?
Well, there are, at least in my company, there are two opinions. One, because when you are in an IFR training, everybody will tell you when you are established on the ILS approach, the localizer captured, and you are aligned, put in the heading the runway heading. It's, for example, runway 24 with the 241 degrees. Just put 241 in your heading.
Yeah.
And somebody will tell you, don't put the runway heading in the heading log, because you are on the localizer, so the flight directors are showing you the approach mode, not the heading mode. And put the current heading in the heading mode selector, because, for example, if you have 20 knots crosswind, it will give you like maybe 4 to 5 degrees to the side. And if you will go around, you will stay lined better if you will have the current heading, not the runway heading, if you understand me.
Yes.
Yeah. But it was something about also so that you appreciate how much you're crabbing when you come into land as well. And likewise, there's a difference between how you decrab if you've got a very wet runway and whether you've got a dry runway.
Well, because if you have a wet runway and you will decrab, and during the decrabbing you will touch the ground, the aircraft will continue slipping to the side, even if it's on the ground. So
Yeah, yeah. I was actually watching them land at Manchester the other 2 or 3 days ago, and how much they were having to use the rudder after they'd landed. Are you particularly heavy at the moment for this aircraft? You got full load or not, Nico?
No, it's not full load. No. No, this is not full load by far. But that's what it is. Let's just quickly do the forecasting stuff here as well.
I'm actually looking how much the winds are playing around with this, because the climb speed is going up and down, so it's continuously changing the climb speed to keep the indicated airspeed correct.
yeah, but you can see the airspeed is still moving. I don't know why.
Because aircraft don't fly on rails. How many times must I tell you this?
It seems to me that if you wanted to keep the airspeed fairly constant, that you would change the pitch of the aircraft to keep the airspeed there, rather than increase or decrease the thrust, which would happen slower.
But for that to happen, that means the nose is pitching up and down.
Yeah.
What's weird now, guys, is that he is at 100% of power. That's weird, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The indicated airspeed doesn't really matter much if it doesn't deviate by several knots. But if it's a passenger, if you...
Oh, for comfort.
Yeah.
Nico, can you go to the N1 page, please?
Go.
Climb thrusts higher than continuous.
Yes, that's what I'm curious about, because you can see right now he is at 100.3, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You can see on his engine display, the ECAM, he has 100.3 right now.
Yes. Hello, Jerry. Jerry, welcome. Thank you. Just seeing you there.
What is your...
Only 1.3 tons in each wing. He's at 36,000 feet at 250 knots.
Notice, look, the climb limit for N1 limit is 100.3. So it is right, 100.3.
Crystal, I didn't actually derate it. No, I just left it and I just went. I've seen that, buddy, yes. I'll be at the cruise now, so. Woo, getting paid to look out the window again. No problem, Krister. Now, I didn't derate it because my words were, let's see how she climbs as is, you know. And that's when we started talking about the pocket rockets and stuff. So, we are cruising for a short while. The stop of descent ahead of us already, just 20 nautical miles. Wow. 19 now. So, I can get back to my charts. Let's quickly. Let's see what we're up against. Right, we're going to fly past the airport and we're going to turn back and do the landing. So we have to be wide awake. Right, 1115, 259, 6,000 on the go around. Going to descend to 3,800. I think let's set that up. I'll be talking because if we get to top of descent, we don't want to be stuck here. 3,800. Okay, that's it. ILS 2269 on the decision altitude. Oh, please wake me up when we get there.
That's your...
It is 69. Okay. Mixed Polate, good day, welcome. You guys are full of stories today, I like it. Okay, so then we need to set this baby.
Right now we're descending 3,000 feet per minute and still at 66% of thrust.
5.
I'm watching you, Nico.
I hope so. I didn't pay you for no reason, you know, you've got to come and cheer me on now.
Hey, that's not fair, I'm not getting anything.
Anything what?
From you.
Oh, no. It was me bribing Hakan. No. I'll bribe you some other time, eh?
Okay. I will be waking you up before top of descent for that.
I've already started my descent, so that's perfect. Don't worry about it. Next time.
Okay.
Hey. Right, I think we are now set. Enjoy, Krister. Have a safe landing. Thank you. Hello, Craig. How are you?
And Nico, what is the position of your throttles right now?
Idle.
Okay.
Nico,
Yes.
have you reviewed 4070 Ti?
I've watched a few videos, but I got sick to my stomach that I don't have the money to buy one right now, so I stopped watching.
Yeah, why torture yourself?
Exactly.
I see. There are some community in Turkey who are publishing video on YouTube. They say don't buy GPU for this year to protest the prices.
Okay. Well, you know, me being in support, I've seen a couple of interesting things. And the one thing that seems to be coming up more and more, believe it or not, is problems with the 3070 and the 3070 Ti. I mean, I can buy them here. That's not a problem. And I wanted to buy one, but I didn't have the opportunity due to stock at the end of last year. Now they're back in stock. But it's interesting how many people are having issues on X-Plane specifically with the 3070 Ti and the 3070. And I mean, it would have been nice to just spend half price and go for one of those. But I'll rather save another month or 3 and go buy a better one.
I agree. The point is, as I said before, if you're gonna use your GPU for 4K, then you need to change it.
No, I'm not going to use it for 4K, not yet. My screens are all just normal 1080p's.
Yeah, that's the point. I think you don't need to buy a new one if you don't want to see the 4K. If you want to buy 4K, if you want to fly with 4K, in this case you need to prefer 4080. 4070 almost like 390 Ti. A little bit advantageous from the electricity side if you compare with the 3090 Ti.
Yeah, I can remember I'm on AMD now, and you guys can see in 2020 it's not bad. It's got that one stripy problem that we all now know about, but that's the only problem in 2020. In X-Plane, I mean, the AMD and X-Plane just don't like each other, and for that reason, I've always said this AMD is just a placeholder. When I've got the money, I'm going to get rid of it. I'll sell it on to somebody that plays other games that doesn't do flight simming, you know?
Well, you can see it in me. I have 3060, 12 gigabytes, and it works very well. And the AMD, even the CPU AMD is not really handling it very well. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only point, if you don't want to change soon your monitors, you don't need to buy 4 series GPUs.
Well, Hakan, for all the above mentioned reasons, my only option is either a 4070 or a 4080 or a 4090. So I'll go for the 4070 Ti. For all of the above mentioned reasons.
Well,
Yeah,
the
but-
4070 Ti is only the renamed version from the original 480 that was dropped. It's the lower memory option one.
Okay.
Yes, from
Nico, I'm
18
sorry
12.
to interrupt. I think you need to take your speed break a little bit.
It's not that much, but I can just to hear me.
I'll sell the castle.
Storm the castle, storm the castle. The general is here.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Paul. How's that roof coming, bud?
Marvellously, John.
That's superb news. I can't wait for you to tell me it's finished, done with.
Uncle John!
Not
Yes,
half
sir.
as much as I'm looking forward to telling you that.
Are you in UK?
No, I'm somewhere in the world. I'm not quite sure where I am.
I think that why your voice coming through very close to me. I think you are so close to me.
It's probably still a couple of thousand miles away. No, it's good news, Paul.
How was your trip, sir?
Sorry?
How was your trip?
Oh, don't ask.
Why?
24 hours of travelling.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's a long story, Arkin. I wouldn't bore you to tears with it. It was just a long story.
Just tell me, airline's fault or your fault?
Just connections. I mean, I had 6 hours in Amsterdam.
I see. You should have gone to somewhere in Amsterdam for 6 hours.
I should have done, but I wasn't feeling too well, so I never gave that a thought.
I see.
But anyway, what are you doing, Nico? Are you streaming or something?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
And you're not prepared to turn on the Discord? That's better.
It was on, but then we moved rooms. I forgot to switch it back on again.
Okay.
We are on YouTube.
And presumably you're running the update.
No, because when I started it up at LAX, I had 20 frames and I couldn't use it. So I closed it and I flew 2020 now.
Damn. And what you think? I came in a little bit late on what was going on, and you're putting this down to the AMD, are you?
I'm thinking yes, and it's twofold. AMD definitely has an issue with it, but also that KLAX scenery, Krister has not updated it yet, so he needs to update that. He's made a comment that he will look into it. So when he's ready, we can try it again. But for now, I was just disappointed. I don't want to call it a rage quit, but I was sitting there and I was thinking, you bastard. And I just closed it and I said, no, tell with that. Now I'm flying 2020. Because by that time I had already published that I'm going to do the flight. And I just, nah.
Okay. Well, my update on scenery is about 2/3 of the way through.
Thanks, Krister. Krister says he'll have it ready tomorrow afternoon.
Ah, bless him.
Okay, and Steve also said hello to you on text.
Hello,
on the
Steve. Sorry, Steve. Hello, sir. Hello to everybody on the stream. I'm not watching sadly because I'm watching Discord. So thanks for all your good wishes, appreciated. And yes, I'm back in the UK, and I've left my family back in South Africa.
That's not a good thing, but yeah, we'll forgive you this time.
Okay.
I did try and help you out, John, but the High Court wouldn't give me an injunction to keep you out of the country.
I was going to say, Nico, you can have him back anytime you want.
Rainy hid my blooming passport.
Fabulous.
Mac, We just want a bigger house before he comes back, I swear. Oh, this house is very small. And you know, because there's no ventilation upstairs here, it's a killer some days. It goes into the 40s, man. You know, Celsius. It is no joker.
Well, you know what you should have done when you were out there? You should have given John a spade and then told him where you wanted the door to the cellar and tell him to start digging from that point.
I didn't do any spade work, but I did some chopping of trees down.
I can help with ventilating roofs.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Nice big holes, lets the air through very well.
So what's your route, Nico?
In my planned flight, sir. It's just above us here. It's Los Angeles to Las Vegas.
Okay. Oh, nice hour flight. About an hour.
Yes, Krista, Captain Shouty is back. Just when you thought it was safe. Da, da, da. Brilliant.
Nico, you need to land butter.
I'll try. Oh, by the way, Krister, I bet you're going to land at -180. You said I must see yours or predict yours. So I think 180 for you.
Or
John.
That landing last night on the Joburg to Amsterdam flight.
Yes.
You know we've got a term butter.
Yes.
Have you ever heard butter, 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 meaning you didn't even know the wheels were on the deck? The only reason you knew was because you felt the brakes going on.
Goodness me.
And I congratulated the captain personally.
You shouldn't.
He took the compliment, and then I walked away, and I overheard somebody say it was the co-pilot that landed. So I went back to the captain and I said, "What's your game?" he said, "I was taking the compliment on his behalf."
Yes. Yeah. Commander's prerogative, yes, absolutely.
Seriously.
Even though it's a co-pilot, you can attend. So you just need to stay there and be quiet.
The landing was ridiculous.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't tell him off, John, actually, for it being too soft.
Well, I meant to. I thought, shall I tell him about the inoperative hydraulics and switches, etc. And I thought, no, keep shut.
Well, it might not be a problem in that plane that you're in. I don't know.
I was going to say, 777, remember, has got a triple main undercarriage.
Yeah, but it didn't fail the undercarriage. That was the problem.
Yeah, but you've got a trailing wheel system on that, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. It was unbelievable landing. And the Birmingham flight, he bounced, and I told him off and all.
It's so difficult to fly with other pilots, you know.
It was only a little bit bounce, but nevertheless it was a bounce. I was talking to Mac a bit earlier. I had a conversation about. I wanted to know whether it was on the 738 or the 800 or the 900. Or on the 800.
You're muffling your mic.
They're changing over to Airbus, KLM.
That's not a good idea. Why?
I said to him that it wasn't a good idea. But they're buying they're having no more 738s.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they're part
Oh,
of Air France now. They're merged with Air France.
Yeah, but they've been in with Air France for a couple of years.
Yeah. They're not the only airline, though. Jet2 are converting to Airbus as well.
Scary.
So
Nico,
yeah, hold on. You mean to say that one of these days we're going to have to go to a museum to see an 800?
It looks that way.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm sticking with the 800. I'm not going over to that load of rubbish.
Anyway, yes,
Here we go.
Hakan.
how do you record Microsoft while you are flying?
Streamlabs, OBS.
I see. Streamlabs OBS.
Let us concentrate now in the landing. Then have to go on. You can come on.
I was up to that.
They need to put weather radar. Without weather radar, I don't like it.
Just spotted him. Tommy's there as well.
What's that? Why this airplane is so small?
I've been talking and talking, and I've just realized I'm muted. Did you hear me answer you, Hakan?
This is 73600.
Yes.
Okay.
I think this was also probably muted. I'm not so sure it snowed in Las Vegas today, guys. Anybody? Anybody think it looks weird?
Well, just forget where you are in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, we're approaching Aspen in Colorado, not Las Vegas in the desert.
It's a balmy 8 degrees.
Isn't it? Is that what it is?
Apparently, yes.
What you got there, Nick? About 26, 27?
In South Africa now?
Yeah.
My phone isn't close. I don't know, but yes, probably it's probably a bit warmer because I'm frying up here again.
Don't picture the scene, gents. If you could only know.
Shush. Shush.
Oh. Too much information.
Already.
Nico?
Yeah.
This airplane's voice coming through like a vacuum cleaner.
Ah. Nothing sucks like Electrolux. Thank you, Tommy.
Tommy, if you're on stream, I've sent you a PM in Discord.
Approaching 26 left.
Skymatix 001, clear to land for runway 26 left. Wind is calm.
Yes, sir. I've just noticed my minimums is below the ground. It was 2269 I was supposed to set, not 2069.
20. 10.
Oh, little mouse as well.
Shh. Man.
He's trying to copy my pilot from last night.
I failed. Well, welcome to Las Vegas, guys. It's almost 300 feet per minute there because it's a new aircraft. I need to get used to it, and I need to go and set this, the settings. Definitely, very definitely. Wow, but these brakes are like poison. You just step on it and it dies. Yo.
Skymatix 001, immediately please runway vacated.
I'm already vacated.
Okay, you can go taxi right now.
Thank you.
So you've still got your sensitivities to set up, Nico?
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, Uncle. It's not like it's a really high priority for me, you know. I'll do it when I get there.
I'm sure.
It is time to go for me. Have a good day.
Okay,
Have a good night.
You too,
See
bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Who's that?
All right, enjoy. Thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Approaching 08 left.
Great, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy. I'm gonna go fiddle with explain shortly in a while, and then let's see what I can come up with. Maybe it's gonna be better to use some of those already fixed up airports. I'll go to LIME, for instance, and EIDW and check what the frame rate is like, because the one I had earlier at Alex was skewed. It was terrible. Anyway, here we is. Here we are. You guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed some of the show.
Yeah, thanks for that, Nico. It's good.
Thanks, Paul. Did I? Yes. All the lights are off. There we go. And you see, I immediately want to go for my tablet. Where's my tablet? If you guys want to stick around, I mean, you can obviously go, but if you want to stick around, if I can just stop this flight and, you know, load it up and do the formalities, I'll quickly start explain just at one of the known airports and see what it looks like. So with LAX, it was abysmal. Okay. says it's been filed. So let's close it. Let's go to explain 12 and fire.
Good
Hello, Rule.
afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Rule, I see you're doing the same flight. You're inbound there as well.
Yeah, a website says you have landed already.
Yes, sir.
I'm coming in a minute, or second.
Okay.
Hold on.
Right, well, here we are, and you can't see my FPS, so let's turn quickly. There you go. You see, this is an airport that has now been fixed up by Krister already. Look at that FPS. Okay, so what I'm going to do...
Nico,
Yes,
could you stream on Discord for us, please?
of course.
It helps.
Of course. Okay, so I've just pulled it a bit smaller now. Right, so the reason I'm doing this is so that you can see the FPS counter. I hope you can see the counter. So,
hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
all right, you
Please
can see
remember to start the A cars.
jumps between 40 and
I am
50s
ready
and
for
stuff.
electrical
Okay,
power up procedure.
so this is obviously an airport that Krister has fixed up already. And this is what we need. And it's such a pity that they've done this to explain. We're not used to this, man. There's the new runway. Krister, you did a nice job. Thank you for fixing this one up.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, Sasso.
Oh,
Obviously
Hey.
Dublin.
Yeah, Dublin.
Hello, Sasso.
How's it going? All good?
Yes, sir. And you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all good. Thank
Right.
you.
Let's go try.
What's the frame rate, Nico?
Chester, between 40 and higher 50s.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, great. Then I know it's working.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in Copenhagen inside the SIBO mod, and I got 50 to 53.
All right. Which
So
other? Sorry, Mac. Which other big airport did you do, Krister? Which other one can we try quick?
The latest one was in Paro, but I'm not sure about that one. But try Dublin, for instance.
I'm in Dublin. That's where I get.
You're in Dublin?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'd like you to see Lime, Bergamo.
Okay.
Because that's also a
another
question
one.
for me.
Yeah. Okay, let's go there. Sorry, Mac, go ahead.
I was going to something that raised the question during your stream. We were talking about track up and heading up. Which one is it Ryanair uses, Sasso?
Track up.
And can you remember the explanation you gave as to why that was a better choice?
Because in terms of planning way, between 2 points, you don't need the heading. On a planning stage, you need the track. You can work out the track between A and B because the track is 0 wind. Then your heading is at the actual moment when you evaluate the situation, and back in your Cessna, in your VFR flying, you say between A and B, I need to maintain this track. Now, because the wind is from the left, my heading would have to be a bit to the into the left, so to the left, so I will maintain that track. It's the wind correction angle. So the difference between track and heading is that the track equal basically the heading plus or minus the wind correction angle.
Yeah.
So on a planning stage, you need the track to be precise, which is fixed on the charts. Because if you think about the charts on a planning stage, when the people work out the charts, the Jepsen charts, for instance, you cannot have the heading. You will always have the track between 2 points, because that's the 0 wind direction, let's call this way. That's the track. Then, on the real baby, at that time, in that precise moment, you will have to correct by the wind, if any. So
Makes
that's the
sense.
idea.
Right, Krister, I've spawned here. Don't know if you can see my stream there, if you can see the actual FPS. Can you actually see it?
No, sir.
It's hitting 50. It's higher 40s going to 50 at LIME. When I go back to full screen, it goes to like 43. So it's,
that's perfectly good.
I am ready for electrical power up
more than
procedure.
40.
Yeah, it's approved.
All right, okay. Well, Krister, I don't want to sound ungrateful and all, but you forgot a lot of the scenery. There's this big mural with a beautiful girl's face picture on it, and I mean, I can send you pictures if you can add that for us too.
A mural with the girl?
Yes, yeah. Nice face, nice beautiful girl there. It's a big
and then you've got another 5,000 airports to do, Krista.
Yes, yeah.
5,000, more like 32,000.
I was going for the popular ones.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how X-Plane actually automates the update of all this when they finally get round to releasing X-Plane 12 sceneries.
Yeah, we'll see. Nico, check out the motor highway if it looks good for you.
I don't have a
I'm
problem
working
with it.
very hard on the highway.
From what I can see over here, it looks really nice. I'm just pulling your socks, But yeah, no, this is the straight and narrow. It works. Oh, there's a cop car coming. Ooh, who did what? He's gonna catch him.
Yeah. And the bridges are okay?
Check now. Yeah, very
This
nice.
is so great, so fine.
Look
This
how
is so-
nice the cars use them. Oh yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Familiar to you, Sasso?
Just a bit.
Just a bit, yeah. I've been working very hard on the Autogen road system because the standard default Autogen road system is a crap.
Okay.
Nice.
It's always errors in those. So I've been
Yeah.
working hard with the maps and the Google Maps and and the charts. And
You'll
the
have
road
to
system.
tell Krista Sasso which car park you normally park in so he can make the registration number of one of the cars in that car park, Sasso.
No worries, Mr. Mac, because Sasso has his own parking spot.
That's what
Really?
I said, yeah.
For his aircraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 208 or 209.
Yeah. Well, actually, I prefer 205 because that's in front of the exit, to be honest.
Okay,
So
205
if you don't mind, I would
is-
prefer. Yeah, it's also a short taxi from Delta, and the best things you can do is when you land, you plan flap 40 usually, auto brake 3, you roll out to go out via Delta, and then when you vacate on Delta, you don't even have to add thrust, and you go by inertia into stand 205. That is the best taxi you can do.
Okay,
I can see it.
205. I make 205 yours.
Nico,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico,
Yeah.
we had to ask Sasso about his approach.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Not the approach, the departure. The departure.
Was it the departure, was it?
Yes. Sasso.
Well, tell me.
No, we did a departure here the other day, and as I was climbing out, somewhere in my memory, your voice triggered, and I remember you told us.
Oh my god.
Yes, I remember you told us that you fly at a certain speed to make the turns or something. There was something that you did during the departure that you taught us, and I swear I can't remember what you did.
You mean in real life or in the cowboy style?
No, in
real life.
Yeah. There
But
was
where?
like
In Bergamo?
there was. We took
Okay,
off, we
yeah, I
turned
know
left.
what you're talking about. The trigger when you did the Oscar departure to go to
Yes.
Cologne,
Yeah.
because I have been watching you in the background.
Okay.
So when you do that turn, if you look at the charts, the Ori Oscar is basically from runway 28, you take off, then you have a left turn at about 400 feet RA with 180 knots maximum, which is okay because you are gonna bug up. It's a noise one departure from runway 28 in Bergamo, so you're gonna bug up at 3000 AGL. So you're gonna bug up after that turn. So initially that 180 or below is okay. You don't have to do anything because you will do the turn with the flaps 5 out. Then you're gonna accelerate during that segment between the first turn and the Makeiko, I think it is 609 and then 611. And then there is a left turn, almost 180 degrees, back to Ori and DB. Now, after that, you will have Oscar Point and then your flight plan route. Now, the thing is, because we have two things there. The Alps behind us, plus we need to go, or we will turn in the direction of the Alps, so we want to be above MSA as quickly as possible. MSA in that direction is going to be 12,400 on the QNH. So not a level, but always the MSA is an altitude. So 12,400 on the QNH. So common sense dictates that once you have flaps up, no lights, instead of just going VNAV or let the aircraft accelerate to 250 because you're going to be below 100, common sense is maintain maybe speed intervent 220 knots, so you have a bit of margin on the up speed, and then have full climb, so the aircraft will do two things. The first one will climb as a rocket, and the second things, when you have to do the 180 turn back to Ori and DB, the radius of that turn is going to be smaller compared with the one doing 250. And maybe third things, a good ATC, or in real life, 99% of the time the ATC will call you and say Skymatix 5, left direct Oscar, left direct Nesty, so they will cut you short to the left. So if you keep the speed low, you are going to have a good climb gradient, a good rate of climb, and then you will be quickly sent to the left by ATC. So that's the idea.
Okay. I remember there was something like that.
Yeah, that's what we always do when we do the departure to the north from Bergamo. It's just common sense. We keep up speed. Mainly, the first reason is I want to reach the MSA as quickly as possible.
Yes.
So I just go flaps up, no lights. Okay, I'm going to keep 220, level change, or then go VNAV, speed intervent, whatever you fancy. Full climb maybe on the N1. And then go for the turn. Of course, if you have the clearance to go above certain level. If ATC stop you and say, Skymatix 5, yes, sorry, level off at, level 80, you have traffic above, you are not going to do all this because you are going to climb at 4,000 feet a minute. The TCAS call is going to come so quickly that you can imagine. In that case, I would go vertical speed, keep the speed under control, reduce the rate of climb because I don't want to have the traffic call. So it's just a bit of common sense there.
Have you got all that, Nico?
Uncle John, yes and no. I understand. No.
We're going to test you on it tomorrow.
Oh, well, no. I understand a lot of it, but it has to sink in, to be honest. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, but I've got the gist of it.
Well, we're going to test you.
That's what I do, Nico. It's not written in the manual. It's I don't know. It's what I call airmanship. So I do this because for me it's safe. So the manual says, from my operator, the manual says when you have flaps up, no lights, go VNAV. Okay, that's what I do.
Yes.
But maybe instead, if I'm going to if my route is to go to the east, like Oscar, and initially I'm going to the south, 200 knots, 222 is the initial turn to the left after departure. There is no point to do 280 knots on heading 222 where my route is on the east. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not making any sense.
Yeah.
Instead, I can use that, translate that energy from the engine into climb energy. You know what I mean? It's just playing with the energy. So that's what I do. But I can tell you, not all the pilots do it. Somebody just go, VNAV, happy days, bye-bye.
Yeah, but you're special and you teach us better.
Well, I build these with the years, and I try to always look at the big picture. It's like the other thing is, you have flops up, no lights. All right, VNAV, sorry for the words. Are we streaming?
We are streaming, yes. So
okay.
Good
So, it's like VNAV, then I don't care. I let the aircraft accelerate to 250, then maybe 280 or whatever it is above 100. Then the pilot flying will call for the after takeoff checklist. At the end of the after takeoff checklist, there is it's not written there, but we will release the cabin crew if we think it's appropriate to release them. And maybe the pilots don't think that as soon as you release them, then you are going to do maybe a 25 degrees bank turn to the left because that's the SID. Or maybe you have an high rate of climb because you're playing with up speed, full climb to clear the MSA as quickly as possible. So, I always say, okay, flaps up, no lights. Okay, thanks. So we'll leave level change, or I will do VNAV, speed intervent, 220. Give me full rate, please. Full rate of full thrust on the engine. And then after takeoff checklist, stand by on the cabin crew until we complete the turn. This is the big picture. So at least the other pilot knows what I'm expecting. It's just, common sense.
Now I'm with you. Okay, well, Uncle John, thanks for remembering.
One more thing, Nico. I just got a system crash on my computer.
What did you do?
I changed time inside the X-Plane 12 latest update. So in Copenhagen, I changed my time from nighttime to daytime, and then I got the system crash.
Ooh, okay, I didn't have that. I've been messing with it a bit, but yeah, we'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
Do you think that was related to the nighttime lighting and all the rest of it overpowering the VRAM?
I don't know.
Krista?
Could be, yeah, could be. But there's a loading peak coming again when reloading the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's call it a day on the stream. We can continue on Discord if you guys want to come and join us and talk further and take part of the story. You're welcome. But I'm going to stop the stream now. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon again. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Cheers, Nico.